So much misutil as well. So I'm wondering whether they fixed that. It's been about a month and a half, just a little bit less from the Asia RMRs from then till now. I don't know how much time they've got to spend on it. Yes, there's a lot of tape on their opponent, which is great. But yeah, I mean, even still, I think this is such a big risk. I think TYLOO, I think they'll be very much feeling the pressure. But enough dilly-dallying, enough conversation. Let's get towards the action. Map number 2 up on the card, and potentially the final map for TYLOO here in this tournament on home soil. As we head towards Ancient. Lynn Vision going to start on that T side. TYLOO on the CT side.
Utility out early for Lynn Vision. Not going to be wasting any time rolling in. Here it comes. Molly, smoke, and the flashes, importantly, over the top. TYLOO giving them the space, allowing them the sight. Spam through the smoke is unable to find anything. They've got a kit themselves. They've got some utility themselves, so they are looking for a retake here. Julie's out in the cave area. No widespread post-plant from Lynn Vision. Ready and waiting as the smokes dissipate. The fights will begin. Westmelon, the first line of defense here for the T side. Patience as the flash comes in. He turns away and it's enough, but out from the corner comes Emilia, staying alive. It's Starry round the corner, unable to find anything. It's actually Zaka, though, from the back end of Cubby that just mows them down. The pistol, one out.
A little bit of a chaotic one once again, but a round is a round, a win is a win. Lynn Vision going to take that all the way to the bank and back. Bomb goes down. Relatively comfortable kills coming through as well. And Zaka, like you mentioned, in towards Cubby. At range as well. That third kill is beauty. First on the board. Continuing the confidence off the back of a very strong map number 1. They're looking to go back to back in this head-to-head. Lynn Vision, off the back of that veto, did feel like the favourites coming into it. And they're proving exactly why. No real buy, though, for TYLOO in towards this one. A little bit of a throwaway round. Bomb into the direction of mid. If he goes towards A now, I guess it's for free. Already, though, they could just mow them down and go for the frags. Galil and AK combining. And the MAC-10 will close it. Flawless, easy, simple, and effective. Lynn Vision found in a second without even breaking a sweat.
Lovely stuff. Oh, and it looks nice. It sounds good as well. I like the sound of the Galil in slow motion. I'm a bit of a sound
you're nice,
guy,
mate.
you know?
I get on with your call.
And they changed to... They're all weak, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
The thing is, though, as well, I feel like anyone outside of the UK might not even understand what we mean. That's like UK slang right there. Sound being like, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Leave
exactly.
it at that, mate.
leave him hanging.
Don't tell him.
On edge.
Okay. Into the first rifle round here. It does start off a little slower. Nade damage towards, I believe, a mid play that they were making there. And thwarted completely just by an early nade. Mid control for Lynn Vision later on into the round, so not running all guns blazing as we have seen from these two teams on Nuke there. The outside control of Nuke just kept coming in the first 30 seconds, not winding the clock down at all, but something a bit different here from Lynn Vision to kick off Ancient.
Sorry. Gonna reclaim some shelf control. It's G up close. That flash is good. Dead the op. We'll drop some util, but they might not respect it. They opt to. Probably the right thing. In that position, that range, a little bit of a messy fight. G, good find. That Galil beating out the rifle. Not only just the rifle, JamYoung's rifle at range. Somebody who we still have our question marks about off the back of map number 1. He's meant to be the main man. And is looking anything but at the moment. Flash is good. Advent gets deleted. And Mercury, a lucky man, stay alive.
This is all over. 15 seconds. They've got to roll around towards the A bomb site. Could be denied the plant here. Yes, they've got the advantage, but one well-placed kill could make all the difference. Is ZDR, who is our man, but he is not feeling confident for it. They're going to give them the site, give them the plant, and try and use their advanced positions. Lynn Vision, though, not taking any chances. Everybody moves back towards Donut. Play for the bomb. And TYLOO not feeling it. Not feeling it. Yeah, confidence knocked after the previous map for sure. You know, there's a lot of teams, a lot of players. Yes, it's 4v3, but it's super early on into the map. Go for that swing from Temple, try and deny the bomb plant and win the round. But ZDR, he just don't want to. You know, his head's not in it.
I don't blame him. Any more kills on the tail end here would be huge. Starry 180. I'll find the kill. Does not make a difference. 3-0 start. Nice work, man. Real nice work. This fight here as well was so important. It's a nice shot from G, it has to be said. TYLOO, we've got to see something change. You've got to see them try and find a way back into this. And I wouldn't even mind, I was going to say, I wouldn't even mind an early pause. A conversation has to be had. They are not doing anything effective at the moment. Lynn Vision very easily kind of trampling all over them. There's also question marks about the buy as well. What do you actually want to do here? They could drop. That's the main thing. 3 staying alive. They have the facilities and the funds to drop around. So JamYoung and Advent can pick up some level of investment. But it is not going to be easy. I mean, they're really going to struggle building up their finances. On the CT side, we know how difficult that can be. So an MP9, Ryan say not even dropped over. It's actually just picked up by JamYoung. So they're keeping cash in hand. I don't know. Feels a little weird to me. He could have definitely dropped it over. They're going to prioritize picking up a bit of util. JamYoung left on just an MP9. Envision, good opportunity as well. They're 3-0 up, and they can actually pull this further and further away.
Certainly possible. ZDR, though, I like the proactivity. And it is an off angle, an unexpected one. Emilia slowly working round. Even though it's like, oh, I got to check some angles. Might be a guy in here. Just not ready for a fight like that, are you? How often do you take that fight? How often do you check that angle? The instinct's not there for it. So ZDR doing a good job of finding the opener for TYLOO.
Melon creeping his way forward. He's going to come by the flash. Oh my God, he gets out of there. Great movement from him. Stay alive. The flash in the corner doesn't actually quite Kaze because he's tucked around that little ledge. That flash is good. That flash is great. Because Mercury gets one, Bastari or Trey. This is very back and forth, but it's still in favor of TYLOO. With the numbers in there on this side, may I say, Trey's going to benefit them every day of the week. 3v4. Creeping up close here as well. Kaze has stayed here all game.
Easy. One more. Gonna get that too. Yes, sir. Kaze making his presence known. 3 shots, 3 kills, and a round for TYLOO finally.
A lot of time to get going, but that was much better. Really nicely done. Just playing the positions well, playing the trades well, and of course, arguably the most important thing, the numbers. So, when it's all said and done, the very important first round of the board for TYLOO. Much needed for not only their own sake in terms of the mental game, but physically as well. Kaze looking great. Lynn Vision will reinvest back in. The only one who takes a little bit of a hit is that of Westmelon. But Tech 9, Abamoli's coming in towards mid. Starry going to play out in front of them. So confident as well. He's trying to pop flash himself around, but he opts against over facing. JamYoung going to get the first. Zaku 4. Now Starry's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Escaping here is so difficult.
Yeah, not good at all. Kaze, different angle for him, different spot for him into this round, but looking to have that same impact. Flash is super effective. Goodness me, the reface is risky. JamYoung, meanwhile, gets a creepy side swipe. Oh. So this round. Oh. Whoops. Yep. Good round from JamYoung is what I was going to say. Lynn Vision, unfortunately, can't get the lineups. Does happen to us sometimes. And that's the spot that Sponge has been working on, but the TYLOO players not wanting to mess around with it. JamYoung back for another. Molotovs are hard as G and Westmelon try and reapproach the round. The bomb spotted, and the hounds will hunt.
So, can they stay alive is the question. Actually, can Westmelon get any sort of an upgrade? Advent, he may have heard those steps. The water's pretty loud on this map. Tech 9. Just going to tuck his head up close there. Westmelon, he might actually be tested. 25 seconds. The other thing as well is he doesn't really, I don't think he wants to stay alive here. You'd probably rather die, have loss bonus, have the money in the back pockets. Yes, he may not do anything with it. Now he's spotted. That's the bomb as well. Should be flanked upon. He will. JamYoung going to get his kill. Down he goes. Last man is out of G. They are posturing in his direction. Well, 3 seconds left on the clock. I don't think they have enough time. They do. Oh my god, they do. JamYoung. Oh, no scope. Why did he no scope? There was no need to do that. That is off the time. So not only does he lose AWP, but he loses anything he had to work with heading in towards the next. No money, no chance. He did not need to no-scope there. I think the pressure really got to him. Ah, that's awkward.
Yeah. Definitely looked like panic. For sure. So, TYLOO waking up early on this map. Good to see from them. Lynn Vision picked up the early rounds. We thought, okay, this might just be a rinse and repeat, but no, not to be. TYLOO on Ancient, not looking too bad at all. Should be an easy gimme here. First comes in Deep Smoke, which is certainly curious. I guess they can't help out towards the CT area, trying to isolate Zaka all by himself, and they will manage to do so. Smoke spam from both sides, not finding too much. It's Starry on the Deeg that we keep our eyes on here.
Starry, if you can do anything, that'd be nice. I'm not expecting really all too much, though. Especially considering there's plenty of Utah on the back pockets for TYLOO. They can very quickly just kind of lock this position off. Advent and Mercury sitting up close. Advent playing anti-Mercury, inviting in pressure and the contact. G, the bomb on his back. Barrel spotted. A pixel. It's enough. A spam on the door as well. Could give a chance to Starry. But no, Advent going to find that kill. And he will stay alive as well. Flawless round for TYLOO. They tied this game up 3 rounds apiece. And now we've got something to talk about. This is TYLOO looking much better than even the vast majority of nukes, to be honest.
Yeah, very true. Much more competitive. Very confident in themselves here on this map, I feel. And again, you roll into a map like this, not much is expected from you. Just trust the instincts, play your own game. I think, yeah, maybe letting the pressure get to themselves. No real timeouts taken on that first map either. You know, it was just a strange one. Advent, oh god, he's so blind. He's so blind. The return flash there from the T side, super effective, and that follow-up is beautiful. Westmelon finding ZDR. First round that Lynn Vision have looked good with the rifles here, and they look absolutely fantastic. Lovely little touch.
I was going to say, coming into this round as well, I was like, oh, you know, look at the knock-on effect for Lynn Vision. When G dies off the time, it means into their first full buy. He only has a Tech 9, but it looks like it doesn't make a difference. Kaze, the last man, that scope surely hurt for the Red Room player. Emilia, though, will get caught. Kaze, nice flick, nice find. I think as well, if you're G here, looked like he was tempted to head over towards B. Thankfully, I said to A, may I say, but thankfully he will double back with the support. Over they go. So bomb will go down. I don't think you need to hunt here, to be honest. I know it's an AWP, and I know you kind of see it of, oh, okay, let's drop this, but TYLOO have got plenty of money. They'll know that with the rounds that they've put back-to-back with minimal casualties. There is, in my opinion, no point. The risk versus reward. Reward being, yeah, you get an AWP, great. You know, I'll give him credit. G was very good, map number 1, but the risk of losing a player or two means that they won't even be able to drop AKs in towards the next. Despite them winning the round, their money would still be so feeble, or Utah will be really lacking. It's not going to be worth it. And they aren't really going for any sort of a look in. There's a little bit of a an inkling by G, but nothing really. So, Lynn Vision onto back. That's a 4th. Oh my god, Kaze does peek via elbow. The round will be over and done with. And Lynn Vision going to find their 4th, answering back and reclaiming a stake in that lead.
Okay, going to get interesting from here on in. TYLOO, what else do you have in store? They obviously tried to really get aggressive in this round, and it just did not work. Lynn Vision was so ready for that. Great round. Great flashes. Great flashes. Rolling straight into the next. Zaka certainly gets the credit for that one, but I think Westmelon was the man, wasn't he? With the bangers as they say... Ooh, Starry takes some early damage. I thought those bullets would be a bit close, but they weren't quite rounded of the corner just yet. Flash coming in to get through elbow. However, it's, again, dodgy. ZDR hanging around on the edge of the smoke. Get a nade out at the worst possible time. Down he will go. JamYoung trading one back. It's Mercury on high. He can only get one as well. Emilia hidden away. How the hell does he get out of here? A couple of flashes to try and create the space, but the nade will see him off. Advantage, TYLOO.
Up closer as well now for JamYoung on the big flank. Might go over check, or not properly checked, I guess you could put it. He's playing it patient though. He's waiting for the rotation to come over first. As long as Advent doesn't over peek here, they should be fine. I think it'll play the numbers game, but G got the right idea. One in through cave, one up towards ramp is a guarantee, and the flash probably says he knows where the other is as well. Smoke comes down towards long. Time ticking, lads. We've got to go here and now. Swing in the corner. Down goes Advent. Down goes JamYoung. The last man of Kaze. A known quantity and a dead man walking. Gets caught by G. That's his favorite AWP picked up as well. And Lynn Vision. A numbers disadvantage post-plant. One effectively with 0 casualties.
Yeah, solid. Very, very solid indeed. So... it's getting problematic here for TYLOO. They have lost the wind from their sails, and they are losing their ticket to survival. Timeout coming in. That low hum of the music does indeed speak to that. Tactical. It's a little bit Bond-esque.
I do as well.
I like it. I like it, you know.
Oh, it is.
Vibes.
It is. So, 5-3 on the scoreboard. A 2-round lead. Lynn Vision hold themselves in. TYLOO will at the very least have a buy. They still have the remnants of their built-up econ in those back pockets. But it's a FAMAS out for one. It's not always the situation you want. It is Advent, who's still struggling individually. 3 kills in its entirety at map number 1. Only 1 kill thus far. And G now as well. Having that all for free is huge for him. He was so good of it in towards Noob. Still once again, JamYoung blindsided, and Star's going to make it a double. That's a huge way to crack open mid. Oh, TYLOO asleep at the wheel, and they're punished.
Again, it is a classic call. Timeout comes in. Let's go fast. They've got something planned. Let's mess them up. And indeed, catch them off guard. Exactly what happens here. Perfectly executed by Lynn Vision. They have found the groove and certainly sticking in it here. Kaze, an attempt to save, but an awful long time, 45 seconds. Now down to about 30. It is somewhat of an unorthodox save position, and one that, in theory, has been passed through recently. Yeah, they really have no idea that he's out here, so he should get away with this. As long as he doesn't get too cheeky. He's thinking about a peek there, but
should be fine. Literally, as long as he doesn't peek. Oh my God, why is he peeking? He doesn't need to at all. It's fine. It is fine. Crossing over towards Donut. They're checking everywhere but where he is. Doesn't matter. To be perfectly honest, yes, it's an AWP being saved over, but it's not exactly like he's been a one-man army throughout this game at the moment. Really good work though from Starry. We'll continue highlighting him because that's why he's single-handedly cracking open mid, and Emilia and Westmoreland combining brilliantly over towards the site itself. B has been a real vulnerability for TYLOO. I mean, A basically hasn't really even been truly tested. Not of the gun rounds at the very least. Why bother? They kind of live and by if it ain't broke, don't fix it motto. JamYoung did look in towards mid this time. He has the support as well of the AWP. They give him the advantages. The AWP does take a pop shot, so now they kind of know where the guns are at the very least.
It's true. That is very true. But as we've seen already today, if you've been a B streamer, the AWP rounds can be pretty big if you're nice and dynamic on them. It can catch your opponents off, keep them guessing. Lynn Vision waiting. It's funny to me as well that Nuke moves faster than Ancient is moving, you know? They are playing things very, very slowly, and later round, certainly not super late round, but I guess you could call it mid round. utility approaches are the way that they are going here. Nobody in towards mid.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to expect. I don't know if they're thinking there's a force or a stack. Playing it very safe.
So nervy. Spoke over towards CT. The AWP is here. I'm trying to give them the thing of saying it's a possibility, Kaze! It's going to line them up. Oh, drops them down. Starry and Westmoreland get collected. But still, they're answered back very quickly. Bomb goes down, or maybe it might not comfortably. Mercury going to find one. Hang on a second. An AK collected. ZTR trying his best for G. One by one, picking them apart. This round has been much more expensive than you'd hope, but G is an animal, a man possessed. And yeah, get loud, King. Let them know. Brilliant work. Let them know. G, saving them from the potential embarrassment of a round. But look how dicey this could have been. You could have got 3.
Yeah, if G, like, misses that shot, you know, it really could have cost him. If Kaze gets an opportunity to re-peak, it could have been everything. So a huge round, putting them on his back ever so slightly. But in particular, the trade onto Kaze. Imagine you are 5v3 immediately into that situation. Kaze gets another, pistols all over. Yeah, would have been a lot to deal with. So a really big trade. Landing those important shots is G.
It was up on the scoreboard on Nuke. Showing it once again. Emilia, that is so quick because your shadow betrays your position before you can even get around the corner. Emilia just not faltering in any fashion. ZDR gets caught, pants around his ankles. And now as well, 5v4 for Lynn Vision. Gonna look back in towards mid. Bit of Utah will come through in towards elbow, but it gets air burst. That just sums up how rough things be going. You know what I was saying about Miss Utah the last time they played? There it is once again. Zaka, a flying kill, gets punished in the responses. I'm thinking to find his. But still, so much they need to do.
Yeah, difficult here. And I don't know, it seems like they're going to go digging for information towards that A side of things. Emilia drawing attention with some utility. A lot of attention, in fact. Kaze on the rotation. And I always say early rotations can be problematic. 25 seconds. Kept him guessing. Pretty effective stuff here from Lynn Vision. Advent will give the space. And maybe even a nice touch from G there to just fake out some step in. Locate where these B players are at. Bomb going to go down. Do we go for this, TYLOO? I think saving might be your only option. You've got no utility, no kit. And, of course, a man down. So they are really, really looking to get lucky. G, the first to chime in. There's a flank, so there's a timer on this move, of course. And now, to be honest, saving, probably not really an option. Emilia here, beautifully positioned. Gets one, looking for the second, and going to get that too. Oh, TYLOO.
Might be another 9-3 as well. Off the back of the lack of save there. 9-3 half is what we had in towards map number 1, and this could be more of the same. This is incredible, P. Like I said, the shadow betrays you, so you're a known quantity. That's just a bit of fortune. Zaka, he was, you know, thanking his lucky stars, his gods, or whatever you want to call them. Finding that one, but bit by bit, moment by moment, that round was ever more incrementally going in the favor of Lynn Vision. 8-3. And the final round as well could betray that of TYLOO. Look what they've got to work with. A scout, triple MP down, and the FAMAS, and the scout misses the first shot. Zaka hunting him down. He wants the numbers. Wants the frag, and a drop of smoke as well to limit any sort of a rotation. This is already really uncomfortable.
JamYoung potentially heard there. Smoking an egg going to go in anyway. Why wouldn't you, particularly when you're trying to plant that bomb? Post plant in full swing here. TYLOO need this one. Close the gap as best they possibly can in these next few rounds, of course. The pistol to kick off the second half is also needed. Emilia with a flash, clearing out some angles. A little awkward. Good for one, but that is all. Again, the weaponry and the lack of utility going to let TYLOO down here. The spirit, however, is what they have to rely on. Not looking good. Kaze's on the bomb, and they will be able to get him off. I was going to say, surely not. 9-3. once again from Lynn Vision. They closed it out last time. Let's see if they can do it again. Second half underway here. Another battle of survival for TYLOO. A rinse and repeat of the first map. 9-2-3. A better start from TYLOO, but again, just filtering out, petering off, and not able to keep up that kind of performance. It is now going to make their job difficult to survive. You know, a 2-1 rollback needed here. It's not a fantastic day.
It's not. Back-to-back 9-3 halves on map 1 and map 2. Basically saying all that we need to know about this. It has not been a good day out. It has not been a good showing from them. Their own map pick of Nuke, lackluster. Their traditional permaban of Ancients showing why it's a permaban. This has not been a pretty sight. TYLOO, what have you got for us? T-side for them now, as they hope to change their fate, but Lynn Vision are looking to put up honestly, a very quick series, all things considered. For Advent and Co, we're looking to Advent to try and call something masterful to get back into this, but I really do not know how much he's got in the locker. Smoke come through, so Mercury very quickly out of the equation here, and they've got all of the shelf control. The only real fight is the one through elbow, but aside from that, Westmelon has got to try and stand up tall.
It's good information, though, I think, for TYLOO at the end of the day. They can determine 2, maybe 3 over towards B. Westmelon, pretty tall, shoulders out, looking to bully in. Emilia comes round from the side as well to slow them down. That's going to be the bomb hitting the deck for a brief moment. But it's enough. It's enough to contain the T side. It's all on Mercury, you know, the one that has been waiting patiently. Can he get in behind to find the drop here? It looks like Emilia is unawares. There he goes. So now back to being even, but can the bomb get out? You know, there's all these kind of questions that TYLOO have left unanswered.
Sorry. Got the right idea. Could be caught in transition. Oh my God, JamYoung. Doesn't quite. I don't think Starry knows him, but Starry is a full known quantity. The DR will drop. JamYoung's the win factor here. Still coming back in. Mercury taking some real messy fight. And now JamYoung know that DR also, I mean, Zaka, may I say, also low. And he'll fall. Yeah. And
no time.
G.
No time.
Left in a 1v2. And they can't even get towards the site. Even if they had an extra 5 seconds, they might not have made it. Their own worst enemy, TYLOO. And you gotta question that situation. You know, I'm not gonna keep putting it on him because it feels bad, but you know, your Advent, you're dead, right? Surely you're looking and saying, lads, time, go, right? JamYoung had the sight. He was pushing in towards Donut. I don't know what was going on. Chaos, bomb dropped, and it all just falls apart.
But it is literally, even though they both go down, just the fact that JamYoung is slowed into taking those fights wins them the round. It was literally like, you know, I don't know if you had full eyes on it or whatever. Obviously, you're casting. It was 2 seconds, 2 extra seconds. They would have got the bomb down. If that, maybe like, you know, 1.5 if you're being pedantic. So, yeah, really quite close. Fine margins for the all-important pistol round. And TYLOO now left to pick up the pieces again. I don't know, again, some weird decisions. You know, not everybody forcing into this round, but they're still spending a lot of money. Zaka for a double kill, looking to net that 11th. He will get traded. He will lose his weapon, of course, but the rest of the team looking okay. G steps out in front. He's got the FAMAS, though, looking to do the damage. DR, Mudassy impression. Finds himself a little 180, but he will go down quickly thereafter.
Heading to the final moment here. Getting to the dying embers of the map of the series, and TYLOO's lifeline in this tournament. On home soil, there's an opportunity for them to prove their standings as, once again, you know, what is trying to be one of the more powerhouse teams in the region. And honestly, they're playing like they're anything but. Lynn Vision, what a lead they've got here, and basically should be locked and loaded in towards a 12th. TYLOO, no money, no investment. They can't afford to do it, and they can't afford to risk it either. So it should be 12-3 scoreline, which is exactly what we saw on towards Nuke. Yes, TYLOO had a couple of rounds which they were able to claw in concession, but it didn't change the ending narrative. It didn't change what we actually saw. Mercury has just slipped past here, and he does get a kill for it. That's going to be collected, but traded immediately.
Still not looking awful for TYLOO. One crazy kill going their way could make the difference. And there it is. It's JamYoung pushing through mid. Kaze at range with the P250. Might just have done it. Emilia so far away from the action. So not expecting him to be able to do too much. Yeah, I mean, look, if you save, you're not going to be buying here. If you go for it, you definitely won't be buying. But there is that element of utility, excuse me. And of course, full utility in a kit. It really could make a difference into the next round, actually, if they get their guess correct with where to.
That's a bad round to lose. It is a bad round to lose. It's a low buy, over facing, and actually a couple of all labored sprays coming through from Lynn Vision. It's not the end of the world. We're not going to dwell on it all too much. We will later on the line if TYLOO are able to pull off some sort of a miraculous recovery or something of the sort, but we're not going to at the moment. It's way too early in the quote-unquote comeback to even really give it too much of a second thought. Nice round to be taken by TYLOO. Will be good for them individually and mentally too, but I mean, you just look at those faces, some forlorn faces there, right? They're looking and seeming a little mentally checked out. Do they have anything left in them? That kill from Mercury felt like the real important 4-1. He just slipped the gap through the smoke like ships in the night. They just went past each other. And he doubled back and he got himself a kill. And a rifle to work with as well. 11-4. There's no buy around that save them 4. Aside from that, they're in a pretty decent position. TYLOO, this round should be comfy. A pop flash in will not find Starry anything.
No, sir, not looking good on that little exchange. Emilia situated on the A-bomb site. It's actually a little difficult for us to even tell where they want to end up here with all the info in the world. So Zaka, though, pushing in behind, going to call it off. Could have caught the tail end of them. Emilia on the move, goes down. So one would assume that's going to be all she wrote for this one. G does find a kill, gets himself a little FAMAS. Maybe they'll look for the M4 to try and save that as well. But yeah, the round feels like it's not going to happen here.
I think you're right. FAMAS anymore would be nice. I don't think it's really going to be all too much of a possibility. They're going to say for exits here. See if they can get any on the tail end. I don't think they will. G's going to make sure that FAMAS is very safe over towards spawn. The pistols, one of which, of course, being in the hands of Westman, does feel like it's got the right idea here. Might potentially catch one in transition. Hang on, hang on. 5-7 at this range is always deadly, but he will be dropped off at the end. JamYoung might still get out to the bomb if he gets away in time. No, he won't. That radius is pretty big on towards Ancient. But aside from that, there are nothing round all the same. Back in for Lynn Vision, about to come through. We had pretty minimal expectations out of that one, and that's exactly what we got. Didn't get our hopes up all too much. TYLOO, a couple of rounds in a row. It's nice to see out of them. Long road to recovery. 6 rounds in a row. They need just to tie this game up 11-all. Actually isn't a buy-in towards this one. It was a bit of a half-ish buy-in towards the previous, and now low buy around that FAMAS. They're going to try and get active through Donut. Zaka swinging in first. Well, Zaka falls. Starry will get one. So will G. And that FAMAS. ZDR still remains towards elbow. It's scrappy, but they're going to get trades.
I think they know, though, that everybody is in towards mid. So they should be able to get the plant down. And to be fair with the HP bars here, again, do you want to go for it? You've got yourself an AK, you've got yourself a FAMAS. Probably just a better idea to save. Get the economy bolstered. It's not like it is a done deal. 11 rounds is pretty good, but you don't have that same guarantee of an overtime, that same guarantee of just needing 1 round. We've all seen and been in games of Counter-Strike that somehow, some way are brought back. So, long road to recovery.
These are the right steps. These are the foundations to give them a chance. Jose Mercury.
Terrorists win.
Like you mentioned, they knew nobody was going to be on towards the site itself because everybody had fought through mid. Yes, it's a little bit expensive, but kind of with the scoreline that Lynn Vision hold themselves on right now, it's not really the biggest of worries in terms of long-term econ and all the rest. So, what have we got? For this buy out of Lynn Vision, this will be a real kind of look in to see maybe whether they're going to get right back onto track or maybe whether TYLOO are going to be making something out of this T side. All part in play. G finds a 14-5. Hoping he can once again find this immaculate form which he's had basically all series long.
Slower wind up into this. TYLOO feeling the pressure. Not a lot of noise across the jungle here. No one really pressing for info on the Lynn Vision side, so it's all up in the air, all very tentative. Emilia up close with that smoke ready to go is the only action, really, that's going down. A very, very slow round here now.
Yeah, Emilia Jiggling on the corner, looking for a shadow here. Got a Molotov that'll be dropped immediately. Any bit of util that they spot. Nice and simple. This thing out in front of it, surely. Then I'm walking. No! Emilia pulls out the knife. All the util, but it cost them their life. Back sight though. Story gonna step up. Nice shot. A little quiet, Story. The flash will keep him alive. He sticks up on the angle. G with the AWP at range, making it sing as well through that smoke. 2 versus 3. Numbers favor. And a Lynn Vision with the bomb should be able to go down.
Looks that way. However, it's kind of pausing a little bit, yeah, and JamYoung's going to get dropped on the reposition. Kaze, nothing he can do. 12 finally found by Lynn Vision. Takes them some time to get there, but again, once they do, it looks very, very clean. And TYLOO will have a solid run back required again. It's not quite as long a road, but still not easy. No mean feat here for TYLOO to survive on home turf. The hometown heroes, perhaps, certainly organization-wise, one of the longest running in the region. IEM Chengdu. Hopes might just be over for TYLOO on the first day.
But JamYoung did a better run out in this map. Story's still going to get that kill. I think onto one of his own as well. Zaka going to join him, going to find him and drop him. Beautiful work as well. 2v4. Scriv, I think it's about time we start saying our farewells to TYLOO, because this one feels out of the realms of possibility. Lynn Vision at a 13-7 map number 1. They might make it even more dominant here on map number 2.
G up close with this AWP, going to see it off. Shadow spotted, looking for another, nice and confident to continue the fights. However, Kaze, I thought he was going to go in for the knife, you know, the sweet revenge at the end, but he's trying to worm his way in. He does have the bot. There you go, finds one. Molly down, and a plank coming in. Unorthodox angle, nice and open for him towards the back end of the site here. What does he do now with this position that he's in? Has to take some heads-up fights, and he knows it. Off angle, looking forwards, looks away at the worst possible time just to check his angles, and West Melon will take him down. A 2-0 round from Lynn Vision, and ultimately no contest here in the domestic derby against TYLOO. Super, super clean stuff for them. They will survive, but they have to hang their heads a little low as they have knocked out their compadres also in.
Yeah, really, really well done. I think a lot of credit has to be given to the way Lynn Vision approached that. They knew they could come in and take